Welcome to our March Mastery Monday. Welcome to March. Yay! I know that we've had a couple false springs happening. Some of you may be in snow right now. Oh, yeah. We uh we are in the gloom. I think all week is supposed to be cloudy and rainy. So that's spring though, and I appreciate it because everything starts to grow and everything's happy. So, ah, liberation. We get to play with liberation today, and I am so excited. I am so excited to uh, open up the field here for everyone and all of us to feel that potent space of centered experience of ourself in liberation. It's really been popping through the field pretty intensely, and so I'm just really looking forward to seeing what shows up for each one of you and how you get to experience more of that. So let's go into our opening meditation, and then I'll speak some more, and then we'll do our meditation and share afterwards. Ah, so in this moment, welcoming yourself to your body, welcoming yourself to you, welcoming yourself to the opportunity to allow your breath deeper into your body, letting your breath fill your belly, allowing your breath to reach into the deeper spaces of the body. And as you're welcoming your breath deeper into the body, you're welcoming you, your energy, your awareness, your connection to self deeper into the body. Letting all that came before this moment to just fall away with your exhale. Any interactions, any thoughts, any feelings that you just might not need anymore. Just welcoming all of it to gently release from anywhere it's holding on in the body or anywhere it is in the energy body. Sending any and all energy that is not yours, not needed, to go where it needs to go. Welcoming all of your energy back from any place in its highest form. And letting that create a beautiful expansion of light around your breath, around your body. Maybe visualizing a certain color that is around your body, above, below, all around. You welcome your breath and attention to your heart and taking a breath with your heart, saying hello to your heart, welcoming the pure love, your pure soul, your pure innocence. Come alive, to open, to expand, heart. Maybe it's a golden light, maybe it's a white light, maybe it's just a sensation, just allowing that to ah, open and breathe. Maybe just tuning in and connecting into the heartbeat, connecting into the rhythm of the heart with your breath. And just noticing maybe where your mind goes, your emotions go. And just calling yourself to your heart again and again and again. Maybe if you wish to, sighing or wiggling your body a little bit just to loosen up anywhere that maybe you're holding. notice, an opportunity to notice and free up some energy. And welcoming that light from the heart to flow down through the center channel of your body, down into the center of earth, being welcomed into the center of earth, a brilliant light, life force energy, you and earth breathing together here. Letting your body settle more into your seat, letting your energy ground and flow down. Letting your shoulders drop, your face relax, your eyes relax. Nothing to hold on to, just to flow with your breath. And breathing it back up through the body, up through the center of the head, and all the way up. Imagining it flowing into the center of the sun, and then to source. The source within and the source without meeting in this beautiful flow of light and breath as one. And letting this expand around through the body. Allowing us to recognize each other that are here together, those that will be on the replay, allowing our energies to align, allowing any and all energies that are no longer needed in this space for anybody, anything to gently release, allowing all of our souls and guides to come into complete coherence, connection. Gratitude for yourself, your body, your breath, your light. Allow yourself to settle into your body. Ah, welcoming your energy, liberation. Welcoming your knowing, your inherent experience, your inherent consciousness that knows and feels and flows free. Ah, feeling your feet, feeling your hands, and welcoming you into this space. And if you wish to, you can open your eyes or allow yourself to have your eyes closed while we continue as I speak and share a bit. So just appreciate everyone and all your energy and all your consistent presence. It's really beautiful. And it's interesting, this month seems to be starting off with that experience of integration, but that feeling that real depth, the subtleties and the depth of things that are that have presented themselves and what's possible in this next phase of awareness and connection and attention that we're bringing into our life through what we just traversed through, and really optimizing and honing our senses and our connection to self to recognize the different movements or the different feelings, the different sensations, the different experiences that we've been gathering and integrating and cultivating to allow us to really synergize with the opportunities that arise for us in each moment, and also to find that liberated path of our centered self in the experience. I was at a birthday party for a friend Saturday, and another friend was like, "How you doing? What's happening?" And we were talking about the energy a bit, And it was like, I just feel like there's all these things, happening, that I've created in life, and, with personal things with all of you, and everything. And I feel like there's just been this line, and I've just been following this steady path, and tending to the things. And, there's, some moments where I'm like blipped out, and maybe time is not tended to, or different things. And it's like, whew, okay, back on the steady path. And it was like, 'cause I was reflecting when he asked me that question. I was like, yeah, it just feels like there's this steadiness that's happening, this foundation that we've built, that's allowing a steadiness of experience right now, that we can keep landing back into when we find ourselves distracted, or uh, off the path for a moment, right? And that's what I've been feeling, that. And it feels very liberating, because it feels that that I'm feeling it in the field too, the collective field. And I've been watching the different people I've been interacting with and having sessions with, and different things, going, wow, whew, I'm feeling those shifts. And yes, I'm feeling that space, feeling that deeper inner cultivated space, where where I can start to sense that liberation, and feel that freedom, and feel that sense of knowing, and feel that sense of being held and supported, but being held and supported by in here, and not necessarily trying to keep seeking it from, the external realms. And it's been quite a process to get here. Wherever you are on that spectrum of feeling the steadiness, and that's why I feel like I was so called to just keep connecting with you all, and keep all of us kind of honing in on those deeper spaces within, so that we keep settling into that space, settling, getting calm, getting connected, getting clear, getting into that, optimal prime space that is our true liberation. So that's what I'd like to support everyone with in meditation today, is getting, even deeper into that center channel, so that the whole system can integrate all of the energies that are coming through. And I'll share a bit more about the energies. Uh, and as I've been preparing too, I just wanted to share, our Source Embodiment 7-week journey is starting this Friday. And we still have some space for people. And I appreciate those of you who are here that are joining us. Uh, I'll be sending information about that soon, for those of you who want more information. Uh, but as I've been really in that space to cultivate what's going to come through that, and this goes for anything that we put our focus on, right? Anything that we're really, any projects or any things in our life, the more that we just allow the experience to speak to us, as we're saying yes to ourselves, or as we're saying yes to anything that we're putting our attention and focus into, it's kind of like recognizing that communication, that dialogue, that relationship. And what I'm noticing is that the more I'm just going, I'm just here to be the vessel for this. It's not, has nothing to do with me or my personality. Yeah, there may be things that I've experienced that are going to support that or add to it, right? But just recognizing everything in life as that opportunity to go, wow, what's here? What's here for me? How do I keep? And then it just shows up. The information, the things just show up naturally, because we're allowing this greater field of our awareness to have that relationship. Because a lot of times, we get caught in that space in between. We're ruminating, figuring it out, gotta, have all the information, and try to try to get it down or out or in, or whatever direction we're going in. And this liberation is really going, wow, whew, I can free myself from the chains of the self that's doing, the chains of the self that's needing to have this, or want this, or create this, or not doing this, or whatever it is. Oh, whoa, let's just step into that yes of the self, the higher self, the inner self, that inner inherent space, and let it speak. Let it feel, let it sense, let it open, let it be, right? And be that real deep internal observer going, ah, yeah. So when those challenges or when the, strife arise or the struggle arises or the, interactions with others that are maybe not coherent happen, that liberated space within is going, ah, yeah. Yeah, we're creating this. Okay. All right. And I know we see that sometimes, when we're in that deeper space and we're witnessing ourselves doing something and we're like, or saying something or feeling something, and you're like, yeah, yeah, doing that. Okay. But then as we do that and we're saying yes to like, okay, yep, I'm doing that, it's going, all right. Hmm. Yeah. And it drops us down to that deeper layer of it, right? It drops us into that space where we can have that communication and reflection and adjust easier, right? And see more of it. And that's, if we want to look at it as the holographic field, that's what we're doing. Something comes up, and as we say, okay, something's popping up, we can open it up. Then we can keep expanding it and opening it up like that holographic field, right? And we have more access to that energy, to that information. And so that's the power of non resistance. That's the power of the yes in all our experiences. So that's the liberation, right? That's the liberation. And as I'm watching, the field of our collective and, the planetary consciousness and the elemental consciousness and the consciousness of the cosmos speaking right now, it's as if I can feel that subtle, deep listening in everything. And even with the plants in my home, it's like sometimes I just look at them and I can feel them looking at me. It's like, what are we doing here together? And then I hear them just say water or just and we, and it's just like that space, right? It's like, yeah, there's that deep listening that takes that experience of going, what do you have to say? And if we're willing to do that with everything that we approach within our inner self and with the external, ooh, life becomes life becomes pretty amazing. Even in those challenging moments, because we're going, right, here's the solution. The solution arises very quickly. And that's the union. That is the divine union of the liberated self. So let's do that. Let's go in. Let's experience this. Let's have that and create the experience of this liberation together more and more in this field and ripple it out through earth and all life for coherence. Yeah, so let's just notice what you're feeling, sensing, experiencing in this moment. Maybe anything that arose in your body, your mind. Just noticing with your breath and going, yeah, that sensation or that thought or that feeling. Okay. Notice if there's any space where there may be some deep opening to that, deep invitation to experience that more. Breathe into that part of your body and let that open. Ooh, yeah. Welcoming in and seeing some really beautiful crystalline energy supporting this space from all the lands that you're on through earth, the living consciousness of earth, just supportive. So maybe in this moment, as you're opening to those places that are saying yes to this invitation of self, feeling your feet on the floor and imagining, visualizing, feeling, sensing, welcoming this connection with earth through your feet or your body, whatever parts of your body you want to just sink in to this living consciousness of earth that you are too. That's saying yes to you. That's welcoming you to this moment as well. That deeper engagement, a deeper possibility to open, expand the awareness of not just the self, but the one self. And as this awareness supporting your body, supporting you, noticing that place in the body too, where there may be any feelings of resistance to that yes. Or any parts of the body or the mind or the ego or the identity are still like, hmm, and I let go of that much control. And I let go of that much control. And just say, well, you're along for the ride. When you're ready, inviting you to be ready now, whatever level you can be. Inviting you open to a new possibility, a new choice, a new experience that allows you to be even more free too. Just noticing and welcoming the deep breath of the body. Ah, ooh, yeah, just working with the solar plexus here, and the root area of the body to welcome a place of stability, a place of opportunity. So taking this breath and letting it flow down through the root of the body to where it's hanging on to a perception of self, a perception of the world, or a perception of you that's ready to be freed up, to not hold on. Just gently inviting your energy to flow here, to embrace where it's holding. To embrace where it's holding. Welcoming any resistance or challenge or experiences or memories. Gently loosen up to welcome it into more space, and expression and receiving any information that you're needing from that part of yourself. Noticing any tenderness, angst, and opening. Just welcoming the root of the body to just soften and soften and soften. That it can open and flow and feel the deep support that you're sharing and guiding and welcoming right now. Good. Welcoming it to open and flow and letting whatever stream of light that can flow down through that base of the spine there. And then we're going to tend to the other etheric root energy center, about a foot, 6 inches to a foot from your back, from your root area. Welcoming in the opportunity for it to also open and soften anywhere you're holding something in your energy body. Around being grounded and rooted and liberated with yourself. Good. Yeah. Ah. Noting the parts of yourself that want to free up. Yeah, good. Anything, we're going to do a clearing anywhere from conception through source, through any and all timelines of anything that you're holding around being free and liberated in this body, in this experience, in this time, in this space, in this realm. Hmm. Releasing the chains, the bonds. Ooh, any vows, oaths, hexes, curses. Yeah, good. Ooh. You don't have to hold yourself to anything in this life. No proving to self or to others having anyone else's power over you or your power over them. Welcoming in a pure connection, a pure sense of connection to yourself as we flow a white light through the whole lower part of the body. Welcome your energy in a free form, free, pure form, releasing, yeah, just through the ancestral lines, the DNA. Ooh. Ah, full acceptance of self. All the way down through all the energy fields into the creation of the matrix of this body in its perfect crystalline line form. Mhm. Let the cells align and adjust here, witnessing the release of all that's been held through childhood and even the adult self that's been operating from these old programs and ideas and beliefs, subconscious, consciously. Gratitude, freeing them up, freeing the mind, freeing the thoughts, freeing the emotions, freeing the way the body moves and operates. Good, yeah. Ooh. Finding that place within the center of your body as this energy flows, just seeing a lot of energy flowing up now through the spine. As it's flowing up through the spine, saying yes to yourself, saying yes to freeing more of yourself and welcoming that freedom, welcoming that opportunity. Maybe, yeah, good. Seeing a lot of the inner children showing up too, to welcome you into the light of this new expression of self as it's grounding down into the earth, as it's flowing up and down. It's welcoming in the words freedom and liberation and connecting with yourself and saying, what is here for me? What is liberation? What is freedom? What is more of that for me? What does it look like, feel like, taste like, smell like? What does it allow? And as you're feeling and sensing into that, welcoming a place within the center of your body. Maybe it's the whole center channel. Maybe it's a specific space that is the place within you that flows, that lives, that knows, that allows the liberation and that steady flow of self through your experiences of life. Just allowing that centered space to open up for you and speak to you. Welcoming that centeredness, that centered, calm, steady place to really drop down into the root of the body. Let that sensation flow all the way down through, meeting the earth again. Welcoming the energetics of earth as it's been pulsing through, the opportunities to free up the system, the body, the mind, even just welcoming this to integrate through the cells of the body, through the mind, through the heart, through the whole field. Anything that you've been experiencing in the earthly plane, the galactic plane, that we're welcoming all this energy to integrate. In its wholeness within you, in the divine union of self. allowing this energy to create a relaxed, free flowing field. If you wish to, in this moment, bringing anything that you've been experiencing into this liberated space for more information, connection, healing, maybe it's physical, mental, emotional, just letting this energy support whatever it is that you're experiencing. This source energy is flowing through the physical body, through the earth, and just welcoming a new liberated connection with more spaciousness, more centeredness, more calm, more steadiness, more groundedness. In all that you are, and all that you do, and all that you feel, and all that you experience. Having the pure love and the pure intelligence to meet within that guides you, supports you. Whew. Yeah, good. Saying yes. Saying yes to you, your truth, knowing feeling a steady foundation within that supports you, that holds you. That allows more neutrality, more wisdom, more strength, more courage. Feeling the nourishment of this in the body, how it feeds and generates life. The cells alive, being able to take in and vibrate at the frequency of freedom, of liberation, and these frequencies of your soul, of yourself that are true. Feeling the deepness of the breath and the tingling of the body. How it's coming alive, coming alive, coming alive, even more. And the expansion of the energy, the expansion of the mind, and the quietness of the self. Stillness. Welcoming this into all that you feel and think and act and speak. Right, and open to inviting all the experiences of your life to resonate with this new foundations, new liberations, new sense of self. As well as taking a moment here to really feel that flow with earth, really feel that flow with all that you interact with in your life, source all the elements with all that is in your physical space around you. Good. Thank you. Deep breath in, feeling this anchoring into the body and the cells and the mind and the nerve system through all that you are. Bringing yourself to your body, your seat. Welcoming your body to welcome your energy body closer to your physical body if you wish to allow this to ground in and anchor in or stay expanded if it's needed as well. Moving if needed to let the energy open, flow. So you've been sitting for a little bit. Beautiful. So beautiful. Incredible space. Thank you, everyone, for creating that. Ooh, feeling that deep calm, that deep inner space, connectedness, that serenity, that peacefulness. Yes. Seeing it rippling out and fortifying your energy fields as well as the field as a whole. That's what I'm sensing this month is really going to be bringing to us is the opportunities to fortify, the opportunities to strengthen what we've been consistently, allowing our attention and awareness to heal and transmute and embody. We're kind of going through this, I feel like we're moving through this tunnel that's going, okay, let's see where we need some adjustments, but let's stay steady. Keep welcoming the strengthening of the mind, the strengthening of the heart, the strengthening of the physical body, the strengthening of that deeper sense of self to stay true to what is our freedom, what is that flow of the self that just wants to keep, that we want to keep saying yes to, that keeps nudging us or, showing up for us, and continually strengthening that capacity to say yes to ourselves in those ways and tend to where it is that it hasn't. But I'm just seeing that and just watching how the image that's been coming through is, I've used weaving before, and now I see like knitting, like it's like knitting up, it's like darning the patches, the holes in the sock, it's kind of like we're in the sweater, and it's like we're doing that right now. We're knitting back together our energy, where there's been holes or tears or wounds, right? And it's that opportunity to take that time, to really settle in and say, okay, I'm going to tend to the self. And, that's was a part of life before, we repaired our clothes, we repaired our experiences, right? Because we didn't have access. Just like, oh, I'm just going to get a new one, And even though we are coming into a new space, it's going, but I need to patch this up for myself to have the new experience. So it's that slowing down. It's taking those moments. So thank you, Sarah. This is so supportive, Kristen. Thank you. Grateful to gather with everyone. Yeah. So would anyone like to share what you experienced? You can write it in chat. Cindy's like already like, woo, I'm ready. All right, come on in.
Oh, I'm so ready. That was so beautifully profound. There was, when a toddler moves away from its mom, and then suddenly you see this insecurity and it runs back and leans against mom. And I felt like I was leaning into the mother of Gaia, of the planet. And I thought, yes, it's always here to come back and lean into, just like a toddler does. And the foundation, the support, the toddler, I read articles about the toddlers going back for that oxytocin hit for physical contact. And that's how I feel when I'm deep in that meditation, connecting with the planet, is that security, that oxytocin hit. And I just felt the fractals of the energy being that it's here. And every time I feel like I'm focused on the external world, I can lean back into the mother. So that just was so um, serene.
Mm,
It was beautiful.
beautiful, beautiful, nice. Ooh, feel that. Love it. Thank you, Cindy, for sharing. How beautiful. Mm. Yeah, and it felt that way, didn't it? It felt that way with everyone here. It felt like we're all just leaning in. And it was like a big, energetic cuddle. Ah, just can let it all rest, let it all be. So appreciate that, Cindy, and always bringing that awareness, in with you. The way you always bring the children in and your analogies or metaphors with the children and that connection and recognizing that sometimes that's what we need, our inner children need. And so we can support that. We can welcome that. Say, all right, come on, I'm just going to hold you. I'll just hold you for a moment. I get that. And when we can do that with ourselves, then we have more openness to do that with others too. When we recognize that maybe, you know, if our toddler's hurting or just needs that connection, that maybe somebody else just needs that connection too, and maybe they're acting out or doing something because they're hurt or wounded. And so the more that we deepen that connection with ourself of holding of space, then it's easier to hold that space and allow that for others. So thank you, Cindy. Yeah. Yeah. Would anyone else like to share? Either unmute yourself or you can put in chat. Yeah, I love the hearts, DH. Thank you. Diamond heart. Yeah. It's a powerful place to be right now, because I feel that embrace that we're feeling or that opportunity that we're allowing ourselves to rest into the self and let whatever's arising have its expression, as we're holding, just like we'll hold a toddler and let them cry or whatever it is, uh, that we able to do that with ourselves. And then that we're allowing that, then that ripples out to the collective. So it's like, whew, everything gets to be held, everything gets to be mothered, everything gets to be fathered, or everything gets to be supported, right? And that's what I think everything's calling for, all the angst that's happening, it's calling for that compassion and that love and that whole being held, so that all of it can soften too, all the fire, all the fire in the field, all the sadness or the grief in the field can just be witnessed and held. Yeah, so that it can transmute and we create a new reality, right? Here begins here. Loving and releasing all restriction, Tara. Beautiful. Appreciate that. Love it. Yeah, yeah. It's powerful, because sometimes also, our body can feel restricted sometimes when we're also receiving a lot of energy, right? The body's like, ooh, something new. I don't know how to deal with that kind of frequency. So it's going, so then it's going, how can I soothe? So instead of going to, ooh, maybe something's wrong, or I'm feeling, it's going, wait, no, the body's connecting with the body itself. It's saying, okay, I see you're feeling or experiencing something intense. What do you need? You know? Or the mind or whatever. Yeah, Kathy. So this is what liberation feels like. Yeah, all right. Sure does. Yeah, 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 sure does. So, wow. Anybody else like to share? Yeah. So I know that, this is what the field's offering right now. This is what the field is inviting right now is to sit back and just rest, have that. And even in the busyness, even if we've, like for myself, even in the busyness that I've created, it's like, right. It's going, wow, resting in those moments, and going, yeah, I'm feeling that, I'm seeing that, and I'm experiencing that. And because when we're in the movement, the rest is still there. That foundation is still there. And so when we're moving in from the inward space of that inspiration or that connection or that possibility, right, that wants to be expressed, we can go, I'm going to stay steady in that inner space while I'm in the movement. And when we're staying in that center space within the movement, that's where it's at, because we're in all of it then. We're in the all and everything. Yeah. Let's see. Mm, yeah. Yeah, go ahead, Cindy. Uh-huh.
I also had the experience of there was a moment where I just felt like I was the nebulae you see in the beautiful astrological pictures, astronomical, and I felt like um, coming into the physical body was this great honor to be able to have one little spot of perspective in this grand wholeness.
Mm,
And that if I could stay connected, keep coming back to that place, um, then my perspective is more full. It offers more. And I thought, oh, it's like a few drops of sesame oil in a stir fry. Just a little bit, just whatever the perspective is, if it's true, from this connected place, it adds just the right flavor that the whole is the reason that we're here is just what we can add.
beautiful. Absolutely. I love that. And it makes it simple. It creates that simplicity, uh, and I appreciate that. Yeah, the honor, that's beautiful. The honor to be in the body and to be here. Yeah, and that it doesn't always have to be grandiose or big or a lot for it to have its place. It can be a simple smile or a simple, like those simple drops, like you said with the sesame oil. It just takes a little bit for a lot. And that's what it's like, that drip, that slow drip of life, recognizing as we just allow ourselves to slow down and just take those moments. When you feel that and you feel that sense, it's relaxing, it's calming, it's expansive at the same time, because even those small drips in the pond create all those ripples, right? It doesn't have to be a big splash to send the ripples out. Yeah, I was having a conversation with somebody yesterday, and it was a really powerful, deep conversation on the sense of self and our sense of uh, who we are, and that sense of that we are enough in what our perceptions, what our capacities are compared to other people. It was a conversation about comparison and feeling that we're enough in these spaces of life. Whether it's relationships, whether it's the work that we do in the world, whatever it is, and constantly welcoming that conversation of, and it's always, and because it's not or but one or the other. It's all of it, making the whole, and everyone having their unique expression and really being able to step into that place. That where we're at, what we're doing, how we're feeling, how we're moving, what we're creating, and accepting that of ourselves, right? Really truly accepting that of ourselves, and not letting what somebody else is doing bring us down, because we're thinking it's, we're not stepping into that role, and it's kind of letting that weaving of reality, going, wow, I chose this expression, If we can, like you were saying, Cindy, honoring being in a body and honoring this expression that we each are, then that's the liberation too of just going, ah, this is just me. This is what I chose to be. This is what I came here to create. This is what I'm doing. Great. And I get to experience all these other experiences, through that reflection and remembering that, and remembering this circle, the circle of life, to where when we're all together in this space, you're all bringing something profound to the space because of just being here and showing up, and allowing the flow and the connection of our energies and our consciousness and our awareness and our souls. And, you know, for me, I have to remind myself of that sometimes too. And it can be a real tender place for all of us when we're just trying to find ourselves, when we're trying to know ourselves and we're navigating, this planet that, makes you feel, and so, can make you feel in so many ways that you're not enough or whatever it is. And this liberation is going, it's enough how I am right now. It's enough how I've been. It's enough who I'm going to be. Because it's me. Let's have some fun, and let the conversation, whichever circle you're in, with it's just one other person or, a group of people or just yourself, that whatever's being brought to the field, whatever's being brought to the table is an opportunity to see a bigger picture, a bigger experience, because we're all bringing our piece. And that if we don't agree because we're feeling inherently that doesn't resonate, okay, fine. But it's not it's not an or a but. It's a, wow, I'm feeling my truth is this and their truth is that. So, okay, okay. Can I just be okay with that instead of wanting to go against or fight or resist or try to be right or try to whatever? It's going, I perceive this and I feel this, and okay, I'm curious, and then maybe going into curiosity, what in life has created that experience that you came to that conclusion for yourself? And then going into the self, going, what in my life has allowed that perception and conclusion that I'm at? So that we allow more of that free thinking, that open mind, that open heart, and inviting those opportunities more and more so that we can just be. And when in that space, then we welcome everyone else to be. Yeah. So yeah, so pristine, beautiful. Thank you, dear Kristen. Yeah, thank you. The total freedom of allowing all of us, including yourself, to be their own unique, diverse, beautiful expression. Yeah. Yeah. And, with, I think one of the things that helps me the most is going, wow, when I look at nature, and going, look at how many diverse things are growing in this patch of ground right here, when spring starts to happen and all these plants start to grow up, and you're just like, wow, like I could identify probably like 10 different plants in this, like, 4-inch square of ground. And they're all just living together and they're all sharing the soil and the nutrients and the water and the this. And I don't see them, you know, take that, with a leaf or, whatever. It's going, wow, all of this is, sharing the ground. And yeah, there may be some invasive species that get, but that's, because it's not the natural form or experience, right? But it's going, wow, how can I come into that more natural state? How can I come into that more natural state and welcome that with another human and these other humans and other beings? Ah, because then you can just relax. I mean, I feel that I'll do that sometimes. I'll just sit back in a group and just watch, just like I'm looking out at a naturescape. Just go, wow, cool. Tones of voices, the body movements, the inflections, the colors, the all of it. And it's like, wow, celebrate the diversity that I'm seeing in the human form, just as I would, in the forest or in a meadow or in a river. I'm just inviting that more, you know. So, wow. What a beautiful space we created today. Thank you. Feeling the love. Hey, feeling the love, Beverly. Thank you. Yeah, thank you, Beverly. Yeah. So, yeah, just inviting, the opportunity for us to, hone in those places within ourselves that just want to be, just want to be, want to feel that relaxation, want to feel that freedom, want to feel that flow, want to feel that space, and just say, it's right here. Because I'm going to breathe into it and say, it's right here. It's always available. So I just appreciate everyone who came today and everyone who's on the replay. And again, just want to thank everyone also who's shared any gifts, monetary gifts through the links. And if you wish to, the links are there. I appreciate you when you do. Helps me keep offering these spaces for us to come into. And also, I'm really excited for some of you who get to start our group on Friday. And if any of you are still interested, there's still time and space to join our soul embodiment. I'll put the link in the replay email, and I'll be sending a couple emails out this week for that as well. So, appreciate you all for that, for being here and always showing up and sharing yourself. Yeah, Savannah, thank you. Really enjoyed being with you in all such a bright and open space. Love to you all. And thank you, Kristen, for bringing through this perspective of ease and simply being. Thank you, Savannah. Yeah, appreciate you. Ah, yeah. So let's take a deep breath in and take this moment to honor ourselves, honor our bodies, honor all that came through for us. Welcoming the opportunity for more ease, more flow, more love, more connection. Yeah, love you all. May you go forth in your day with love and peace and gratitude and feeling of wholeness and sense of freedom and liberation in all that you do. Yeah. Thank you, Brandon. Thank you, Tara. Thank you, Carol. Yeah. Yeah. So much love to everyone. I'll be sending out the replay soon and look forward to our further connections. Be well. Lots of love to you. Much love and gratitude, Teresa. Thank you.